click, if you click on HTML, the semicolon 5, you'll have everything come on your screen. Okay. Are you guys up to here? Okay. How about everyone? Yeah, I give you the 1 minute to come over this, which I'm showing you display, come over this screen, and then we're gonna talking about the next.
I'm sorry to interrupt. I
Yes,
saw
sure.
you have Emmet abbreviations, the snippets installed. Maybe we should go over some handy.
How to install, right?
Yeah, well, yeah. There are different HTML snippets that would definitely be helpful for new users to use to autocomplete.
Yeah, sure. Okay, so that one I already spoke about that. So this is tag means you are trying to say the language, which language you're going to typing, or this is not a matter, but it's good sometimes the browser can detect this. Okay, this browse this code only for the English language. So this is LNGs means language, and you're saying the English. You go. And header tags. Header tag is usually we're trying to, or the developer will use for whatever page or whatever file you're connecting to this HTML file. And before I going to forget to mention this, you see that I write it the index. You can say whatever you want, but why I write the index? Because index is a word that whatever domain, if you go to like a facebook.com, they take you the homepage. How it possible? Because of the index. Index always mention that this is your the main page or landing page of your website. And I'll try to share my the whole screen. Give me 1 second. Can you see my the both screen, the browser and Visual Studio? Ah, cool. So do you think, okay, so that is the, okay, I think it's not a necessary to right now, but I'll keep it for the future lesson or future class. And then I'm jumping to the title. Titles is means like your page name. You know the, can you see my the the mouse pointing that I pointed the new tab, right? So that title will give you the name over here. For example, we're now making the home page. So I'm writing the home. And what I'm going to do, I have to run to the browser. So if you click on index file, right bottom, you will see the open with live server. If I click on it, it'll take me here. And you see, it's saying my home page, this one. Okay. So do you think if I write anything here, I can see any text on the browser? Yes or no? Okay, Matthew said yes, right? Yeah, we can check it. For example, what I'm going to say, like P. P means is a paragraph. So simply is a paragraph tag. So what I'm saying, they only P. This is the opening bottom, and that is means closing your tag. So you said you can say it. I'm trying it now. We can see it, but it's not ideally you are using the code here. You have to use the code everything between your body. Okay, these had only for your linking codes files. Okay, Kim, can you tell me, I don't know, you said you lost. So are you guys still like on the digital studio or not? Okay, I don't have even the HTML. Okay, I see. So whoever don't have HTML, just I'm going to say it. Can you press the control? If you're in the Windows operating system, you have to press the control and new. I mean N. If you're on Mac, command and N. I think I should go start from beginning. Give me 1 second. Sorry. Yeah, I'm going to delete this the file again. Okay. Okay, on my file. Go. So if I press Command C, if I am using the Mac, so I'm using the Command C. I'm sorry, Command and is giving you the file. You see the file here, right? So before I writing codes, I'm gonna save it as a HTML. If you go to the if you go to the file, we can save it from here. Or if you want to save it using the keyboard command, you have to use the Control S for the window and Mac for command for S, and it give you the way you need to save it. As your preference, you're gonna make a file for your or folder first and putting this. So I made it yesterday for this class. I put the class 1, and that is the file name I'm gonna save on the class 1 folder. So first you have to write index HTML. Are you guys up to here? Yeah, command for the Mac is Command S, sorry, Command N. Okay, so I'll type out the HTML and it giving the, you see the pop up the some the words here, HTML semicolon 5 is click it, all the codes come up right away. Right. I can write it by way, but I'm trying to go this the things is the thing is not a necessary to know right now. You'll know it later. So this two part, this is part, what I said, that this is the title of your the page, and all of tags. I mean the which one you want to show to your user or visitor of your website. You're gonna write here everything with HTML, the specific tags. Okay, so trying to go back to my browser. Do you have any question up to here? What HTML did you just click? I'm sorry, I couldn't get your the full question. Can you clear it? Ryan? Yeah, three option. You have to choose the second one. Yeah, you see the HTML semicolon 5. Give you this one. Just bring in everything here. So I'm changing the title name of the page. Before if you want to run the codes on to browser, you have to click the right bottom of from your mouse or touchpad and open with your live server and taking you here. So you can't see anything because we didn't put any tags or any image or anything on the your backend spot, like your code spot. So what I'm trying to do, I'm gonna write something for like home page. So I will give you the header. Like if you want to make something point out your page, you're going to use like any bold. It's basically we use the bold words or something that the user can like notice right away what is the uh, purpose of this page. So I'm gonna use the header. There is, you see the H1, H2, they're up to heading. There's a six type of heading, and type means like H1 is the maximum size of the letter font size, and H2 header 2 is like a little bit, less than the size of the H header 1. So that way you can go to one by one. So lowest size of the HTML, sorry, heading 6. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to use H1 because I'm trying to uh, saying this is a home page. So if you save it like Control S from your Windows and Command from your Mac. Okay. I'm sorry, I'm just using the two windows. I mean the application. That's why I'm not looking at the chat. So sometimes give me sometimes to read your file. I mean the your chat. So should be saved in HTML. Yes, Philo, I'm sorry if I don't say your name correctly. Yeah, you have to save dot HTML. Yeah. So are you everyone up to here? Okay, go. Yeah, you can copy and save. No problem. So yeah, so we are already familiar with the heading tags. This you don't need to write the heading all things. You don't need. It's just H means is a header. Then you're going to uh try to say which size of you font you want. But later on, you can change this font. You can make them bigger than bigger with CSS. That will go in a in 20 minutes. So let's see how much size of the H header 6. Okay. Okay, you see, probably this is the 9 or 2 pixel font size. Mostly people are not using the header 4 to 6 because they don't need it. But if they're using their CSS for keep sizing the um later on. So that is, I'm just saying that for beginning you should learn the basic the HTML tags that might help you to go more deeper in future. Okay. So instead of what I'm going to do, I'm going to use the paragraph because I know sometimes people are saying this, giving the you know the comments or the description of the homepage. They're saying something like that. So they should make it the paragraph because you are writing a sentence. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to use the paragraph tag is P. Okay. And but you need to first you have to uh, using the opening sign, and you give it the automatically closing sign here. So always you have to use the closing sign slash. Okay. Do you guys understand what I'm trying to say? Okay, cool. Is everyone able to get in the browser? I mean, you can run your codes on the browser. Okay. What was the HTML tag used? I'm going to share the HTML tags the list. You can use it later, but today I just talk about the header and paragraph tag. So now I'm going to talk about the, give me a second. Okay, yeah, paragraph. Yeah, so some of the HTML tags is not supported by the browser. Sometimes Chrome is doesn't accept, or the Firefox or other. Mostly the issue with the Safari, which one is um, from the in a Mac operating system. So that's why people are not using some of the HTML tags. So one of them, like you would try to make it these body word is make a little bit bold. You can do it. Sometimes it doesn't support it. Like for Safari doesn't support. I know that. Sometimes Chroma is not support these the codes, but we'll try it for the for beginning. And once we go to the CSS file, we'll just stop using the some of the HTML text to make it the bigger or bold or italic. We're going because CSS is more friendly and acceptable for the all of other the browser. So what I'm going to do, I'm trying to make it the bigger from the HTML file. So I'm going to use the B is means bold. So I'll put the B. Okay, so give it I needed this letter word should be bigger, right? So I put it between this the opening and closing tag. You see, I don't know, it's not working. Let me check CSS. Don't worry about that. I'm just checking. It's weird. I don't know why it's not working. So I don't know, it's not working on my side. Uh, my browser of this one. So we can just you can note it that be using for the bold. If you're using for you want to make the italic, you have to use the I. Let's see, it's working or not. Yeah, it's working. You see only the body word is working, is make it the italic uh, you know style. So you can also make it note that using for the italic, this is the HTML tag. And that is just the two simple the things I'm just mentioned today. And now I'm going to use the how to you can insert the image over here. So basically HTML, they if you want to use the image, they have the certain tag that is called img. Img is a called image. Then you need to say the file that, okay, I need this, um the picture, this data should be show up on my page. So you need to write another word is source. Src is a stand for the source, but you have to write like the src. um Faria, you said that your code is not supported or defined. Okay, you should click on your file, html dot sorry, index html file, right bottom from your mouse key or touch pad, then open with the server, and it'll take you the browser. You can't run if you want to run through your terminal, you have to use, terminal codes. So this is, you can use it later, but for beginning, no, it's not good because you could get more confused on it. So what I'm going to try, I'm using the, how do I insert the image? So what I'm going to do, I just let me close it. So you you notice that every tag, this tag has a closing tag, right? But image has no, closing tag. I don't know why, but this is that way you have to use the image tag on the HTML, files. Now I needed the file, the HTML. I mean, if I want to show up the image, I need this image link, or the I can get it from the locally, but what I'm going to do, I don't have a picture at the moment, so I'm trying to get from the online. So you can use this site Pixify is totally non I mean free copyright. You can use for your school project or other stuff. I just shown here the chat. You can go from there. So what I'm going to use, I'm going to use the picture. Okay, this picture. Okay. So if you click on the right bottom, you'll see the open image in new tab. I don't need it. I need the link of the image. So copy the image address. If you copy it, then you have to just copy and paste here. You see the image over here. Do you guys have any question about that? Are you guys on the up to here or all good? Okay. Thank you, Han. How about everyone? I'm not a professional, the teacher or something. I'm just trying to know how to teach people's, I'm learning. This is my first time I I joined. Okay. So all good. How about everyone? If you guys need help, so I can help you. Yeah, if you use from the Google, yeah, still you need the image address. That's all in it. As long as you have the image address is correct, then you can save here on your page. S- So I just showed from the how to copy the image link, and you have to put over here. If you are not like, basically what I do, when I made any web page for my clients or someone, what I do, I don't the copy from the other side. That is the reason is because if you use the other, like a external link on your page, sometime your browser, or sorry, your site can go really down, like it'll take time to browse or load on your user device. And for today, I'm just showing it for, for teaching. So if you do, you want to know how to get the from the locally your image? If you want, then I can show you, like from your PC, how to insert from your PC. Okay. So what I'm gonna save this picture first. I already create a folder. You have to go to here, and I give you the, where you save the HTML file, you have to keep this photo inside of the folder. Otherwise, you're going to be more complicated to bring it up to your browser. I mean, it doesn't show you if your link is not, or copy path is not correct. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to save here, class one. Okay. Is if you want to more organize it, just click and make a folder for image. Okay. So that I do, and this is image. I'm just um rename this the image name. Okay, I'm gonna save it here. Okay, here you can see I create a folder here, just is came on my the Visual Studio, and here is my image, right? So are you guys up to here? Okay, cool. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to erase this part totally, or I can just make it comments. Okay. Yeah, if you want to just don't erase it, keep it on your the codes. But what are you gonna do, we're going to hide from your the browser. What I will do, just select this line, the code line, and I will use the command slash from the Mac. And if you use your Windows, just use the control slash, is automatically will make it the comments. This part also for the developer, not for the visitor or user for website. Okay. If you save it, you will see it's banished from your site. So only the who can, like developer, can see this code if he goes the your HTML file. So let's go to add the image from your local, I mean your PC. I'm gonna write again image, then src source. Okay, then
Hi,
this,
Jaggery. Hi, I'm so sorry to cut in. I think one of the students, Max, he's having issues when he types HTML, nothing comes up.
when I type HTML, nothing comes up. Okay, Max. Are you, did you save your file with HTML extension? You can see.
Yes.
Okay, so if you copy this part, I mean, I just erase it for the only Max. If you write the HTML, use, did you see the pop-ups, the three words?
No.
Okay. I did you install everything? Like, you did you install the server? And
Yes.
okay, if you don't get it, then I don't know if I have. Okay, if you, I know you cannot share your screen, but if you need help later, I can do it. Right now, I think only that way I know you have to write and come up with your screen.
All right.
Okay. I'm putting the codes on your on the chat. You can copy and paste on your file. Okay. So yeah, we did this tag for the we're using from the computer. I'm gonna write it. Local image. I put it comments here. So what you need, you have to press the slash and then give you the where are you now. My folder, the primary folder name is class one. Then I'm looking for the which folder uh, that I saved the image. So I know I saved my image in the img folder directory and write on it. Okay. Then slash, I have to write the image, the name, or what you can do, you can click on the right button and copy the path. Do you guys get it? If you click the right button and you see the copy path, you can copy from there. Now it's not coming. Okay, so I think I need to copy the relative paths. Let me see. Yeah, sorry, my bad. So what you're gonna do, yeah, you have to click on it and copy the relative path. And then you're going to go there and second here, I don't know. Okay, so here you're going to copy and paste. It's not showing because oh, sorry, I need to cut the class name because this is inside of the class folder, so I don't need to say it again. So I need to set the image folder, then image name. You see your image over here. That's there's something wrong with the image because it's not fitting on your size. I mean your browser size. You see, is very big, right? Are you guys up to here? So I need to resize this picture. What I'm going to use, I'm going to use the width. I have to write. This is the I'm going to write in line of the HTML tag because I'm not using the other the file. This is called CSS file. That's why I have to write the inline the HTML tag inside of the HTML tags. So what I'm going to is basically the width. Try to resize it WADH and giving. So how much do you want? If you want like a 50% You can write it, but basically what are you gonna do? The HTML tag always detect the pixel size. So you don't need to the px. If you write the 100, that is means your 100 pixel. So if you write the 100 and I'm going to save it, and you see this is size changed. See if I put the make it a 400, that's good. Okay, that's we only resize the width, this part. Now we want to change the height. So basically, you know we use the width. Now we're going to use the height words here. So I'm going to put the 200s, and you see as you resize the your image. You guys good at do that? Yeah, okay. Thank you, Matthew and Hans. Yeah. How about everyone? Okay, just I keep it this four elements. I think we talk about the four elements. One is the header, one is the paragraph tag, and this is the command for just comment. If you want to put any comments, you are using this tag. But basically you don't need to write this code. You just have to um using the your using from your keyboard that command slash, or window is command, sorry, control slash. So it's automatically made a comments, the your the whatever you put onto comments. So we finished four tags at the moment inside of the body. Now what I'm going to do, I'm gonna make it a little bit nicer. So what I need the CSS file. So CSS, it can make it external files, or you can write over here on the header. So what I'm not going to write it here. It's not the part of for beginner. So we're creating new file that will give you the style dot css is the extension of the file name. So everybody just follow like command new. I get it, the new the file here that I need to save it. Command S for Mac, Control S for Windows. So I'm writing the style, the file name dot css. This is the extension. Okay, I save it. Now you remember I mentioned that header, this the tag that between this closing and opening of header, sorry, head, we have to connect the other pages. So we need to connect this CSS file here. Input the CSS here in the HTML. Do you guys any question? I give you in the 2 minutes, like 1 minute to create your CSS file, and then I'll show you how to insert your CSS file into your index HTML file. Okay. So basically, if you connect something from the other side, like out of the page, we we see link. Link means connect. So you have to write the link here. I am link. Then is a relation. relationship, like what type of this file. You have to say this the on the line. So rel is a relationship, then you're going to say the style sheet. Okay, I think I missed mistake. And then now we need the file link. So basically image and some of other elements tag elements, HTML or the other language, they're looking for the SCRC. But I I have no any deep description for that, but basically they're using the href. Okay, that is the another kind of the, you know, the command that connect the file to your HTML file. So I save it the CSS file with HTML name. So I'm gonna write it. I don't need to write. Sometimes it's pop up. So you're gonna click on it. It's it's on here. So we already connected our CSS file to the HTML file. Now what I'm going to do, I'm gonna write something on the CSS file. Whatever I can write is gonna change, and you can see the affection on the page. But before I'm going to write, you have to mention which tag you want to change. For example, if you want to change the header one, you have to say over here. But before, if you write anything like color and you said the red, won't work because nothing going to work it because it didn't set the CSS that I'm going to change the specific elements or tags. If you say specifically the tags name, they're going to work on it. So let's say first we're going to change the background color of the page, any whole background page. So what I'm going to do, I will write the body because we have the HTML tag one is body here. So we're looking for the background color. So if you type background, okay, and then dash color, what color you want for, I needed the, okay, the sign. This one, dark is fine. If you press the command S or control S, you're gonna save it. So you see it's changed your color. So if doesn't work it, you have to think, oh, your link is not correctly you did it. So if I delete this part, you will see, you see, this didn't work because I didn't connect the CSS file here. So I bring it back for you guys. Are you guys up to here, or do you need 5 minutes to, okay. If you guys having issue, just let me know on the chat. Okay, sure. Okay, Ryan, can you tell me where you are now? Let me see, I can help you. Yeah, Kim, I'm waiting for your. Okay, I'll back to the chat again. So yeah, can you write it down? What was the problem with your the files? Okay. So yeah, this is the basic things I just went to now up to here. So let's, for example, we we did that. Now we can like whatever your mind comes like is not the things that you have to learn the or memorize the vocabulary. For example, if you want to change the font size, basically you have to just write it the font size. And if you whenever you're going to write something, it give you the all the css tag, the elements you can use it. So I needed to change the font family like what kind, what format, like font format you want to like show up, like that they have so many font formats. If you use the Microsoft Word, you can see it. They have a time and Room, the Georgia, a lot of the font name you can use it. So I'm gonna use is the basic whatever they give you. So I'm going to use the Georgian Time New Time Serif. If I click on it, I'm gonna change the font size. Is the font family here. So that is called font family. Okay. I think the color, the black color is not a match with the background. So what I'm going to do, I will change the font color. So basically what I'm going to just say the color. I know we can think what is not a font color. That I don't know why they made it, but you have to write just color. This color means all of the text color will change only for text color. Uh, inside of the body, um, HTML text. So I give you the white because that one is would be the perfect for this. Yeah, it's worked. So I think that is for only body tags. Now we want to go to the header one. I want to like I want to make it more bigger than header one size. So what I'm going to do, I'm gonna say header one, then curly brackets and font slash size. If they have any two words in the CSS, font size, font width, or other things, you have to use the slash. But you don't need to remember, but it automatically suggests you, the from the Visual Studio. So you don't need to worry about that. Just you have to, if you don't get it, just Google it. How we want to, what a CSS elements do you need to change or make it the way you want. Okay. And
Hi, Jeffrey. I'm so sorry to bother you. I think
yes.
Matthew had a question. He wanted to know if
Oh,
he can
okay.
go back to the
Um,
CSS file.
yeah, I think we already did. The fellow is asking, what does the font family do? Okay. So font family, like basically what you're gonna do is changing the your font style. Like if you want to use the normal font style, I don't know how to go. Okay, give me. I'll show you the Google font. Okay. Okay. For example, you want to show your the font same as the font style. So then you need to the font family CSS element. Otherwise, you can't change the font style like that. Okay, so that is the basically work for specifically the font for the elements. Okay, it is clear. Okay, after having HTML5 is pop up the, okay, you just have to press enter and all of code will be come up on your HTML file like that. Okay, so we were the changing the font size. So we're basically changing the HTML1. I'm sorry, the header one file. So I'm putting the 38 pixel and let's see how it make a bigger change. See, is changed, right? Give it a 15. Okay. So everything is the right side, I mean the left side. So we want to do something like we want to take this on the center. What are you gonna do? You have to go to the H1 elements. You have to type that text align and center. Okay. So Rand, if you have an issue that I think I'm not sure what was the wrong with that. So whatever codes I share on the chat in copy and paste over here. You can just at least you can stay with our like with me. So then if you need help on it, then I can help you after the class. Okay, because I have to see the your PC to make sure was not sometime it doesn't work. You need to install the extension or something, or you didn't install the Visual Studio correctly. If doesn't come up this, the HTML code after typing the specific word. Okay, so I use the text align to take this, the only header part, header one is on the center. Give me 1 second, I think my laptop is going to die. Now, if you want to change the header one background, and it will change only in like how much space on the header took, that space will be changed or the background will change. So I'm going to use the background color here and I'll put a black here and make, you see, it's change only the header one, the HTML text background. Okay. So yeah, they have a bunch of the eh, CSS elements. You can use it, but basic things that I showed you, if you want to change whatever you want, uh, but make sure some of the elements doesn't work on the, depends on the browser. Okay, so if it doesn't work, that's fine, but most of browsers accept. Okay. Okay, so the cool things I'm going to show it, we're going to give you the some shadow of the text. So what I'm going to write, you have to write that text dash shadow here. Okay, so this is the white, what I'm going to do with the brown. Okay, but it won't work. You have to use the, let me 0 pixel. Ah, it worked. Cool. Okay. If you want to change the shadow or like give you the text shadow like that, you have to use the, the element name is text shadow, and those three of them, you are uh, okay. So if you make it more like effective, you can change the size of the first one. If I give the 40, is taking the right way. If I put it here 40 again, is take me down here, right? So this one for right, this is for the bottom, and that should be for you bring it to, is making more blurry. This part for the blurry, and that is you changing the angle, right, and left, right with that, and this the top and bottom. Okay, so if you want to take it top, you have to use the negative here. Okay, you'll take it at top. If you want to take it bottom, you need to just positive of whatever pixel you need. Thank you, Joshua. Are you guys up to here? I'm not sure how much I'm giving to, like, try to teach you, but I'm trying my best. Are you guys with me or just lost? Okay, Jill, how about everyone? Okay, thank you. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Okay. Uh, so yeah, this is the thing I just showed. Like you can use more things, and if you search on, like you can use the W3 School is very cool site. You want to learn through, like you want to use this CSS elements, you can use it. But I'm going to show you that too. First, they have so many element tags you can find from here. I don't know. Okay. Yeah, if I make it bigger, you can see there have you see so many element tags. text fonts, icon, okay, text alignment. That's what we're talking about, right? So is I think that is good for now for text. Okay. I don't know. I changed the position, but still work. So let me make it nicer here. Okay, and put it here 10. Cool. So this part is done, right? H header one and P also, if you want, you can try it. Okay, we'll can try with that. I'm gonna change the font size a little bit, making the 18 pixel. Okay, I don't need the the font align. It should be. I'll make this just italic. Oh, you see, I was talking about earlier the presentation that I'm talking like how to make the italic. You have to use the font style. So I think that part will work here. I hope so. Yeah, it's work here. You see, all of text get it italic. Okay. So, style. Okay. And also I need to make it a little bit bold. You have to use the font dash width and say the bolder. Okay. You see, it's, your text get a little bigger, right? Bigger than before. Okay. So if you want, you can make it the center. You know, the center, the element name is text align. So I think that's all from my side for the header one and p tag. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to try to resize the image and give you the some border on it, and also I use the some shadow. This will look cool. Okay, so make sure that what I use for the image tag, so I use the MIG, so the IMG. I'm gonna write it here, IMG. Let me remove the size from here, because what I'm gonna control from the CSS file. So I'm gonna write here from that width is whatever before is 400 pixel. You have to write the pixel here. Change, cool. Okay, height I needed 300, right? Okay, cool. So I sometime if this is only this text aligned for only text, you can sometimes it doesn't work. Is mostly you cannot take your picture on the center. You have to use the other elements. So I'm not going to it today, so I'll keep it only for the left side today. Okay, now I'm going to use the trying to put the border. So I'll type the text is the border here, then I'll put the color for now. Okay, so before we putting the color, you have to before putting the color, you have to say like how many size you want to give you the top, bottom, you know, the left, right, the border size. So if you say like a 10 pixel and brown is giving the whole square. I'll show you. Okay. What? I don't. Yeah. So. Oh yeah, I forget. So I have to say something like If you want to make it a solid, you have to say solid. If you want to snow, you can do it, but I'm gonna make it solid line. So you see, is it give you the solid for whole square, right? The whole picture. Let me put it at 10 pixel. Okay. Now, if you want to put specifically, right, I want to the right side should be the 20 pixel. This should be the 10 pixel. This should be like 40 pixel. Then what are you gonna do? You can write something else like um, you can write it from here like 10 pixel for 40 pixel for the let me write it first. Keep it. Okay. I'm going to delete this part. Okay. So I need the left side, right? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to write the border style, then dash right. Okay. Solid. Okay, it's worked. Okay. So if you write the border dash right, you see I only changed the image picture right side is only the brown color. If you want to put another color for the right side, you have the left side, you have to write the border dash left. Okay, and I gave you the 30 pixel solid line and white color. Okay. You see, we gave it. Do you have any question about the border, image border? Okay, I don't see any questions. So thank you for just Joshua, you're helping others. I know it's not easy. I don't see the chat box when I use the two application the same time. So this part is okay. Now I'm going to use the shadow over here. So this shadow should be a little bit different. You have to say box and then shadow. So before we use the three number like a pixel that is only for the text, now we're going to use the four because giving the top, so left, top, right, and then bottom will count. I'm gonna give it a 10 20 pixel, 0 pixel, 10 pixel, 20 pixel, 20 pixel, and color should give it a, you see, give you the shadow. So now we can adjust the color. Okay, I think I should give you the 10. Okay, give you okay, 10, happy with 10. You see how can the shadow isn't look cool? I think today is up to here. So we finished the fourth tag inside of the body. and also we use them inside of the css file, and we change some of them, put it the color shadow, we made the bold italic, and we change the font size and font format, which is called font family, the css tag. And then you resize the image size, and also you use the border of the image and box shadow. Oh yeah, so good question. I mentioned before that this is for the sorry, left right, this first part, that is part for the top and bottom. And if you want to take it top, you need to use the negative sign before the number. Okay, so if I put the negative 10, you see is my shadows take me the top, right? So that way you have to, moving the shadow top to bottom, left to right is the first one. And this part only for uh you're just making more blurry your color. So if I put the zero color, you'll see that there is no any blurry. Let me make it a bit change here. Okay, blurry here. You see, I don't have a blurry. I just adjust the color with the main color. So you see, I put it. It looks like a kind of the 3D. So I hope it is clear to now. Okay. And do you have any other question, guys? Yeah. So I'll stay up to 1:45. If you have any question, just drop your. Okay, you said you worked website for clients, correct? Yes. Yeah. So basically, what I do, I give you the first. I ask them to what they're looking for it and what type of their website looking for, right? So then I give you the outline, yeah, and give the all details, and also the how much would be cost for the elements or plug or anything they're required to have the website. So if they're agree, they're just merely the sign on the papers. That's all I do. Yeah, I know some of the friends of web developer, they're just giving them free for outline, but I don't do it. If I do anything for draft or anything, I'll charge them. I mention them, you have to pay for this draft, or I just charge them for the the whatever required first you need to publish your website.
You can also create rough drafts in softwares like Figma or
Yeah, I'm not, yeah, Figma, one of the scratchable this application, but I use the Adobe Photoshop. Which one is I'm most familiar with that?
and that's one of the best ways to give out drafts because it's visual and it helps you guide you when you're building.
Yes, but mostly it's helpful for the clients when they're looking for like website. They have no any idea. Like said, oh, I'm looking for the educational website. So you don't need to tell them, okay, give me some the website link, they were looking for like, if you do it, they're going to think, oh, you may probably you don't know. So if you want to make the client more impressed, what you're gonna do is say, okay, I'll just give you the some drop. Then you're gonna search, like you will look at the CUNY website or any private school website, and you get an idea from that. Then you will scratch that, and after you're gonna send it the drop to your clients. Before you finish the agreement, that is the way you can do, like before agreement you sending the, you know, I think probably you're not getting paid for this the you know, for the job.
Can I take this question? A lot of times when you go work for a company, sometimes a client, there will be existing code, and you have to be able to read the code and to adjust it 100%. Um, that's one of the main tasks that you'll have as a web developer is uh, editing old code. It's called legacy code. It's very important. It's going to be one of the main skills you're going to have to have. Um, but on another note,